Welcome back, family, friends, and fellow gamers, to Game Bros playing Donkey Kong 64. This was the door that we opened at the beginning, not at the beginning, maybe the mid last episode. If it was captured, we did lose a little bit of footage when Elgato decided to just stop.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like
Mr.
it didn't
Elgato.
even. Yeah, it didn't even crash. It was just like, it's done. We're done now. And you're like,
yeah, the Elgato
okay.
was open. It was just like, oh yeah, there's no signal. I'm like, yeah, there is.
So anyway, this door, gosh, this is so dark. But anyway, this door's open, and so now we can go, and I think this leads to Snide's place and the little toy factory place. Yay!
Toy factory, yay!
Okay.
A tomato, or no, that's dice.
I love tomatoes with the numbers on them. It makes you, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure what
Unless
happens.
you know
there.
how ripe it is, I guess.
Yeah, you roll it, and if it's over a 5, you know it's ripe.
Yeah.
Wait, there's only if it's 6. There's that thing. Cool.
So what? Okay, so this is the other side of where Donkey Kong's
Almost got it.
game was.
Oh no.
You're not gonna. What? Okay.
Well,
So what are we
see,
trying to do?
I'm really just trying to see what things are. That's R&D, which stands for
Research and development.
yes.
So what was
Which is so
what was
funny.
the work thing you wanted to talk about? or-
Whoa! Hey, fairy! You don't have a camera.
Fairy! Ooh! Oh, never mind. I thought that was a guy for.
Okay, there's a
Tiny.
thing for Diddy I can do. I need to just.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll talk about stuff. Lunch
Okay, here we
and
go.
other
Oh, really?
interesting things. Mount Everest.
You don't
is
have
interesting.
anything. So you didn't have anything you were gonna say then. Because I
Really?
purposely.
That's what I was asking you about.
Well, no, but you so like, you know, you're like, oh, do you want to tell
I
your
like
story?
try to talk about stuff, and then you just like.
No, it's
When I
kind of-
think I need Tiny to do something, I'm like, all right, no.
I mean, I can just set the
okay.
controller down and we can talk for a while if you want to do that.
No, you're supposed to play and talk.
That's what I'm like. If I don't know where I'm going, I'll just walk around in circles. Like I'm already doing that anyway because I don't know where I'm going. And so if I'm talking about something and then anyway, but yeah, no, what I was gonna say is that you had said like, oh, okay, he's not gonna talk about something. So here, I'll talk about interesting stuff. And then I was like, okay, yeah, when he's done, I'll start talking. And then you're like, Mount Everest, and I was like, okay, well.
That's interesting.
No, so it worked today. So we can wear headphones, which for the first like 3 years they didn't allow that. Which the reasoning, okay,
Communists.
so yeah, no. So this is the logic of the company I work at. So this is something is there at some point in the past. I think it was 2006. They did actually have a fire and it burned down like the building, their facilities and whatnot. So obviously that's something that they don't want to have and repeat and everything. But one of the issues was that, or not one of the issues, but one of the things during that whole scenario was that I guess at that point in time, employees could wear headphones, and someone had their headphones in blaring the music, and then they didn't hear fire alarm, didn't hear people saying get out. No one died, thankfully.
That's a true story. Like
yes.
that really happened.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But okay, so then instead of laying down some guidelines as to who can and cannot wear headphones, or how about wearing headphones responsibly without the music blaring, they just said no one can wear headphones, and that's the reason. You know, it was like, but what if you want to wear? What if you just listen to it kind of in the background as a distraction from stuff getting insanely boring? No headphones. Anyway.
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
Quick. It's funny though that they're like, like, oh man, okay, we need to ban headphones instead of like ban fires. Figure out what happened.
Well, it was a flaw, I think, in the building, or it was something with the wiring. Like there was wiring, it caught insulation on fire, and that lit up.
I mean, that's just like.
But yes, I do agree
You're like,
with you.
oh, somebody broke into our house and I was watching TV. Okay,
No more
TV. Like, how about you do something with the door? Like, fix the, your security. What are you trying to do? Oh, yeah, that's right. You want all the fairies to get through. The bottom. Oh, top. Oh no. You have unlimited melons. Nice. And top. Bottom. Oh no, they're gonna kill him. They're gonna eat the fairy. No. Fairy, come on. Do it for Tinkerbell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you only have
isn't-
to save one more. Dude, you're fine.
It isn't. Well, you're supposed to. If you get the
we
timing
did it.
down right, if you fire like 1, 2, 3, reload 1, 2, 3, kind of like go in a layer, it's actually pretty easy to get that, like, just the pattern of them waking up will help you.
So anyways, continue with your story.
So anyway, so now we can wear headphones, which I'm very thankful for, because first off, there's certain times where someone will be talking across the room. First off, some people they'll be having a meeting like out in the open, and like, let's talk as loud as we can, almost, which is just very, first off, disrespectful to everyone around you. But it's one of those situations where it's kind of like you can't really say anything because they would either just brush it off or they wouldn't take it as like actually do, like it'd be like, oh, sorry, and then they would just continue. You're like, okay, well, that did nothing. Anyway, but my one of the guys that sits next to me, and he's my, I guess he's my, he's not my boss, but he's is it here? There it is.
Hurry before he deflates.
Ah, okay. But it is over there.
This move is so
bananas.
weird.
He's over me. Like I guess he's the vice president of engineering, so he's over me. But he's kind of in the same, what would you call that? The same like tier as my boss, or close to anyway. That's the easiest way to get there. Anyway, he was wearing headphones, and he does that. It's fine because everyone can and everything. But he usually will have the music fairly loud. But this is the first time I've ever heard him just do this, where he was just kind of humming to the music, but there was no tune, but it was loud enough that everyone could hear. And it was just like, it's like dead quiet. And you just hear like, for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, it was, okay, that was great. Well,
Almost
it's actually a time.
got it.
It's actually a time thing, so you have to just.
We need to get the bananas.
Oh, okay. It just goes to the next one. Sorry, I was trying to.
And banana. And banana. Banana.
This one I think is
Banana.
the one after. I don't remember.
Banana.
Okay, no.
We're not gonna get it.
I got this.
Just go bam, 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 and bam. Now.
I got it. Oh no.
Dagnabbit.
But I just found that like it wasn't like, oh, this is insanely annoying or something. But I was just kind of like. I've kind of jokingly told my mom this, but I think I found out where everyone who's never been taught how to think for anyone but themselves works, because I think it's where I work. Like I'm almost not kidding, because like there's just certain things where that are done, and you're like, do you not know that's either disruptive or rude or anything? Like it's just weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, just be sure you don't burn any bridges or anything.
I would never work for this company again in any way, fashion, or form.
Well, not the company, but hey, maybe in a couple years there's somebody that
anyone
works.
that they recommended, I would avoid, and I'm not kidding.
No,
like I do not
let's
have anything.
say your work. I mean, it's just generally good to not burn bridges.
Yes.
Like,
I'm not doing that in the sense of like, there are certain things that I do find annoying with whatever, but I'm not gonna disrespect the person, like to their face or anything. Like, although like I will say I have very little respect for anyone that works there, just because of it's an action thing. Like anything that they say basically means nothing, because their actions don't follow that. Like that's just straight up what happens. You'll go into a meeting, come out of the meeting, and then no one does what they said. You're like,
Steven
this is great.
works for the Russians.
Yeah,
by
no
the way.
kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, and tiny. Oh, I think this is the car. This is
Nothing
the car
against
one.
Russians. I've been to Russia.
This is the
St.
car thing.
Petersburg. The car thing? Oh, the racing thing?
Yeah, well, you get
Nice.
Tiny, and then she races a car, races like a toy car. Anyway, yeah, so that just. I mean, I don't want to talk about work because that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk about Russia. I don't know if I've ever talked about that on our channel. So yeah, when I was like 16, I went on a mission trip to Russia, and end of story. No.
Yeah. That was it.
And it was.
And now they're no longer communists. No.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm not saying it was because of me, but
oh, this isn't this one. Sorry.
It's like a lot of what are they called? Like carnival games almost. What are you trying to get?
Get the
and I went by myself. Like nobody in my family went with me. I went with an organization that I think is still around, but I don't know. And we were there for a month, and it was awesome. We got to work with kids who were in like an orphanage or a camp, like for orphans, and we just did like VBS. Got to play sports with them and stuff like that, and it was a lot of fun.
I need to get the camera. I think you have to. I have to get this to get out of here. I think you have to get I think you get the camera from the actual fairy island in like the overworld or whatever it's called.
The overload. But I remember I took a ton of pictures, and I think I lost I bought one of those disposable cameras, you know, because this was before digital cameras. Well, it might not have been before digital cameras, but I did not have a digital camera.
I'm going to get...
And I lost the camera, so probably all the pictures I took, didn't get any of them. Really stinks.
I'm going to grab Chunky and grab some of his coins. Because I know that actually there's quite a bit of coins I can get for him.
Well, and you can take out that big guy.
Is that his too?
I think it was green.
Okay.
I think his hair was green. And there's another
weird
fairy.
Green hair. No. So here's another. It's work related, but there we go. Oh, okay.
I forgot he can do that.
This one's another one of those things where it's something I find annoying, but whatever. So there's a lady at my work who's African American. Like, nothing against her. She's
Is that
fine.
Pertinent to the story?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's the kind of like the way how she acts is kind of anyway. But so I'm gonna quote Family Guy, but that's her. Like, it's exactly her. Anyway, but because she does that kind of type thing. Anyway, my boss and the guy who did the headphone humming thing, just throughout the day, will randomly go like that.
Really?
You're like
they're making fun of her?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But now they're across the room. It doesn't really matter that she can't hear him. But it's like,
wow.
It'll be quiet. Nothing's happening, and then you'll just hear that, and you're like, it's just one of those, like, you are helping no one, and you are just making fun of someone. Good job. You're a great man. Anyway, but that I have to just kind of just sit there and smile, I guess.
You want
I
to
don't
go
know.
that way? And through that hole?
I can get more of his coins.
Okay.
But I'm just like, really? This is what you're spending? Like, I don't know. There's certain things where it's like, this is what we spend our time on. Okay, at least I know now. Oh, man.
Yeah, I used to believe that...
He's back. No.
I used to believe that, like, respect is something you earn. I'm not going to respect you until you earn it from me. And I found, that's not true. Like, it shouldn't be that way. You should respect people regardless of how they, like, act and stuff like that. And because I'd be like, man, if I don't know you or whatever, you gotta respect. I'm not going to respect you until you earn it. That's
but I guess
prideful and selfish.
Oh, Donkey Kong. No, but is that the? So if someone is completely disrespectful. I guess so. There's a difference. I'm not gonna be disrespectful
back to them.
Well, okay. So, but that is different because showing or having respect for someone is different than respecting them. Because, like, you have respect, meaning like, oh yeah, they're a really good person, or like as a person over you. I guess that's kind of what my take is. Because, like, I have respect in the sense that I'm not going to.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't respect. I don't want you to.
You're talking like, oh man, I respect this guy. I would recommend him for this job.
Yes.
And
I don't.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, respect somebody is like, if they're gonna be a jerk to you, don't be a jerk back.
Yes.
Don't be mean to them. Like,
12? No.
What are we even doing? I don't even know.
Counting.
Seriously?
Yeah.
1, 2. What are we counting up to?
Whatever the highest number is, I don't know.
4,
That'd be 15, I guess.
5.
Where's
the
5?
Top corner. So how do we determine between the difference between 6 and 9?
Because they're all facing the same way.
8.
That's the wrong one? Okay.
Wait, no, yeah. 6, 8, 7, 8, 9. We're doing good, guys. What number comes next? That's right, 11.
What number comes next? That's right. What number comes next? That's right. Okay, it's not 15.
It's 14, 14, 14. It's probably just all of them.
No, it's 16, but I said 15. Why did I say 15 before?
I don't know.
Like I was thinking total of 15, but it's a 4x4. I was thinking a 3x5, I guess. Even though clearly it's not. It's a square. But anyway. Yeah, I don't... But this is one of the things, like, I don't talk about or think about work outside of work because just no.
Yeah.
And I think we had mentioned it before, but I'm learning software development, or in this particular thing, I'm learning Swift code, which is a programming language used for iPhone apps. I don't necessarily want to get into that, but it's a stepping stone for programming is really what it is. Because over the course of time, Joseph's mentioned that like probably over 50 times, just over the years and whatnot. Just kind of mentioned it every so often, like, oh yeah, you would be good at this. I'll grab these coins when I come back. Which actually, I need to grab what's his name's coins. Chunky, Lanky. Okay, Lanky's. This is that fire. Yeah.
I don't remember
like
this
the
place
lava.
at all. Like,
I need to grab
yeah,
Lanky's. There's some Lanky coins at the
all.
beginning of the level and stuff.
Boom, 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 boom. But I mean, like, even when you leave your current job, you don't want to be like, you want to give 2 weeks notice, be courteous, be respectful. You're not just like, you know what, I quit and then gone.
No, I mean, you don't do that anyway.
You're gonna reap what you sow. There's the story, and I'm sure you've heard it. Jerry Savelle, a pastor that I listened to, was talking about. He was talking about sowing and reaping, and there's a guy that used to work for him who was just always late, always lazy, didn't show any effort, and because of that, they let him go because he was a terrible employee. Well, that guy came up with his own ministry, and all the people, like he called Jerry Savelle and was complaining because all of his employees were lazy and didn't care, and he was like, yeah, that's exactly right, because that's how you acted when you were on the job. You're gonna reap what you sow. So just, yeah.
Ooh, do I have his?
I think we do not. Maybe. Do we have it?
No. Because
We have to get that from
seat up,
Candy,
I believe.
right?
Yes. Yeah, and so like, I haven't really figured out. That's Diddy Kong's. I may just do. Actually, I think there's 5 up here, and then there's another. That's how you get up there, I believe. So I need to get the buddy barrels down here. I'm just gonna grab. Who's right?
Yeah.
That's Tiny.
Wait, where was it?
What's over here? This is Tiny. I'm just gonna go get
This
Tiny.
is
Tiny's
so
bananas.
big.
Yeah. This is quite a bit of a. It's quite a bit of a maze.
I would get really confused in this place.
Oops. Forward. But I have been kind of. I mean, I'm not like in a position right now where I can leave and get another job because what I'm wanting to do is more on the lines of software development. Or at least something similar to what Joseph does. Like one of the things is, I would say one of the driving forces is because I actually went and had a tour at his company, more just because I wanted to see the company. Okay, that's I think how you start.
They have a slide.
Yes, that's the reason. No, they actually do have a slide, but that they I guess they
take care of their employees.
Thing.
They take very good care of their employees. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit my microphone. I'm sorry, Mike.
Okay, I guess I just go in there again. But I had just gone in, and just the environment and whatnot. I mean, you could tell the people like they had a thing where people came from different departments, and then you could tell they enjoyed working and they wanted to be there. Like I honestly feel like they could not do that at my company because either people would have to lie, or no one would show up to, like, they wouldn't want to say anything because it's kind of like we don't. I mean, anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other people like that job and just I how do I go? I wasn't paying attention at all. A, I'm assuming the Z. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's another one of these where I have to get coins. Oh gosh, these are so. I just missed a coin. Just missed another coin.
And you have to win the race, probably.
Yes.
Golly, the camera is just everywhere. How many do you have to get? Do you know?
Maybe like 15 or 10.
What the? You cheater!
No,
what
there's these things.
Is he using them? He can use those too?
I believe so.
Haha! Good job, Mr. I don't even know his name. Racer McGee. What's the guy from the Cars movie? What's his name?
Lightning McQueen?
Lightning. Yeah. Ha! Take that, Lightning McQueen.
Dang it! Barrel was in the way. I couldn't get the thing.
Hopefully we don't have to get too many coins.
No, I might need 15. And I'm trying to still get them. I can't see because all of them are turns.
Ugh. Yeah, it's like they almost give you no time to react. Only a Jedi could do this. Too bad we're not Anakin Skywalker. What does he say?
You must have Jedi reflexes if you race pod racing. It's like, I'm the only human who can do it. Oh, I got it.
We won.
Maybe I may have only need 15.
Hopefully, let's see what Lightning McQueen has to say. Oh no, the shame of being beaten by a monkey. I'll let you have this prize. I promise to not let other cars...
In the pit line or something? I don't...
Yay, we did it. First try. First try, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually got a surprise. I wonder if it was 15. Because I had exactly 15 at the end.
Take that, Anakin.
Yeah.
He's such a bad actor in that movie. He was terrible. I'm sorry, but you were just awful. And then not only it like ran in the family. Anakin, when he was adult, was a terrible actor. What's his name?
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah, Hayden Christensen. Just, I mean, I've seen other movies with Hayden Christensen, and they're good.
Yeah, I don't
know why, but that movie was just, maybe it was the writing. Maybe the writing was just terrible or something.
I can't remember who. I think I know who it was, but the person's doesn't really matter. Someone mentioned to me that, and I can see that now that I was he kind of pointed it out, was that there are certain times where, like say you have a director and an actor and you're dealing with stuff and you're showing a bunch of, like, all the stuff they're seeing is CGI.
Yeah.
You have to kind of like, the director would have to either give them something that would allow them to feel what you want them to feel. So I'm not saying that it was or wasn't or whatnot, but that could have been the case where it wasn't.
It could have been a multitude of. Yeah, it could have been the directing, which I've heard George Lucas is not a very good director.
No, I've heard that.
It could have been the writing.
Really good.
Because if the writing is terrible, it's like I do some voiceover work, and if it's terrible writing, it's really hard to make it sound authentic and. Just because the writing is terrible, it's like, this is not natural. I wouldn't say this, but you got to do it, and so it comes across as like terrible acting. This
is something to just kind of, well, not to say like this is a wise saying from Steven or anything, but I've definitely learned this.
Kids, write this down.
There's other things
make it into a plaque.
Yeah, there's other things that people have said that kind of support this, or I probably have heard this phrase or at least close to it. But obviously people have different talents. So what I was going to say is, you said George Lucas is not a very good director, at least
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, and I feel like I've heard that same thing. However, he's an insanely awesome idea guy. There's plenty, like, just the concept of Star Wars coming up out of his head is insane.
Ooh, is that a boss? What?
That's one of those golden crown things.
Oh yeah.
So I can do the. No, I can't do that yet. I don't have it yet. Okay, well,
gotta go talk to Cranky.
Well, I was just getting his coins, really. But all that to say, you might not be good at everything, but that doesn't mean that, I just can't do this thing. Well, find the thing you're good at. Like, there's certain things that God has given you a natural talent.
I'm not sure how we're going to fit all of that on a plaque.
Yes, it's pretty long. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, there's a little section about George Lucas and like, God, I just need a good chunky to get the coins. Like, what does that mean? He must have been inspired about something.
Man, it must have been so deep that I can't comprehend it. Don't understand it. But yeah, like I've seen, the only other movie that I know I've seen with Hayden Christensen was Jumper, and I like that movie. I thought it was good.
I've only seen it once, but I found it interesting. Like I found it pretty cool that the concept, just his ability to kind of teleport basically. And I wasn't the first time he did it. He went into a bank. Like,
yeah. And
like,
it's, yeah.
Why
like
why would you? I mean, money, but
cool,
like, okay, that's not yours, but sure.
So I don't know. It could have been a multitude of things. Like people even say Natalie Portman was pretty bad in that movie. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, her character was like no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah, well,
like
there. So one of the things about
we will
that,
fight against the I don't even know all the name. Oh, you got unlimited grenades and unlimited.
Oh well, now that I have infinite, I might as well get these. That was great. That was really great.
I don't think you got any of them.
How?
So like
how did I miss that? Okay, that was because
you shooting it way too late.
Okay.
Yeah, we
that
got
was funny.
Whatever that is. What is that? What is that for?
Banana medallion. You get 75. How did I?
It's just like, yeah, you did it. Here's a participation thing.
Basically.
Is that really what it is?
Well, I believe you can get something. Like I think if you get a certain number of bananas, 3. I believe if you get a small or certain number of medallions, then Cranky will give you something. But I think it's just. I mentioned it before a little bit, but I think it's that you can like play on his computer game, and it's. I think you may get something for beating that, but it's also pretty dang hard, and I just don't care to. Is there more bananas? Golly.
Oh no! Dice, Diddy's worst nightmare, and a domino.
We
did it.
He's been struggling with gambling for all his life, so the dice remind him of him.
Oh yeah, because of. Whatever. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Donkey Kong 64. In the next episode, more Donkey Kong 64. I can't guarantee what will happen because I have no idea. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.